A lot of people have asked what's my favorite washer, and today I'm going to give you guys my top number one top load washer of 2018 going into 2019. Now, I've tested dozens of washers this year, and there's really only one washer that really stood out from the pack. That is the Maytag commercial washer, model number MVWP 575G, and not to be confused with any other Maytag washer because some of the other Maytags are absolute garbage. This washer is equipped with a 3.5 cubic foot tub, which sounds kind of puny, but take into consideration that it can wash 3.5 cubic feet of clothing in 40 minutes. Without boring you with too many details, I could just tell you flat out that this washer is incredibly well built. Everything about it has a commercial feel to it, and it is very solid and very heavy. All of these parts are commercial quality parts. The motor is about a half horsepower, and everything about this machine is just overall pretty beefy. Now, I tested many loads in this washer, all of which I had really good success with. I've tried comforters, towels, my own clothes, whites, colors, delicates, you name it. Everything just got clean. This washer was one of my best performers when it came to my ketchup test. It almost got it perfectly clean. At $7.99, you really can't complain about a lot. This is not an expensive washer, and it comes with a 5-year parts and labor warranty, and that warranty is directly through Maytag. This washer has excellent turnover and is excellent at rinsing. If you're tired of top load washers that use like 3 ounces of water and don't actually get your clothes clean, you should take a look at this Maytag commercial washer. It does use a full tub of water, it has excellent turnover, and just does a fantastic job overall of cleaning clothes. I mean, you get your clothes clean the first time. You don't have to rewash them, you don't have to re-rinse them, and you don't have to wait for anything. It's all done in about 40 minutes, and that's on the power wash cycle, which is the equivalent of the heavy duty. This is one of the very few top load washers that not only fit a queen size comforter as you see right now, but it actually got it clean and actually managed to turn the thing over. It was a real surprise to me because I've never really encountered a top load washer that was able to do such a thing. So now this thing isn't all sunshine and roses, and I want to talk to you a little bit about the couple of things that I don't really care for or that maybe a potential buyer might not like about this washer. The first off is that there's no water level selection switch. You basically have two options. You have a full tub of water, or if you pick the normal cycle, you get a half a tub of water, and that's it. So if you're washing a really small load of clothes, you only have the choice of picking the normal cycle, which is a half a tub of water, and it's still going to be a little bit too much. Another issue that I have with this machine is kind of the limited cycles. Now, you could look at it as a positive or a negative depending on which way you look at it. I think that if it had a few extra cycles, that would be a bonus. Another issue that I have with this machine is that it does not let in straight hot water when you ask for it. It does temper the hot to about 90 degrees, which is totally fine, I suppose, but what's the point? If you put it to hot, why can't you just get hot? I don't know. It's probably an energy restriction. I also want to talk about the spin speed. Now, I said in a previous review video of this washer that the spin speed was a little bit slow. And I just want to clarify that. This washer spins plenty fine. When I say it's slow, I'm comparing it to most of the modern HE washers, which spin in excess of 1100 RPMs. Now, this washer does spin at 700 RPMs, which is a little bit on the lower side. But let me tell you, everything is properly spun when this machine is done. It's not like I could wring water out of these clothes when they're done spinning. Totally adequately spun out, no issues there whatsoever. Do I wish it was a little bit faster? Yes, but I wouldn't call that a deal breaker on this machine. Another little issue I want to talk about is the few negative reviews that have been coming out about this machine. Why are people complaining about this thing not wringing the clothes out? And it wasn't until I delivered my first dead-on arrival Maytag commercial washer that I realized what the issue was. There's a very small number of these machines that are actually not being assembled properly at the factory. The one that I encountered that I personally delivered, one plastic piece was installed upside down. And I could totally see how that's like an honest mistake perhaps, And you guys got to keep in mind that this also is a pretty new washer, and they're probably still working the bugs out of the assembly line system. Those are exactly the reasons why this thing is getting a bad rap. It's strictly quality control at the factory, and I wish they'd take care of that. Maytag, if you're listening, you guys need to talk to the person who's assembling the splutch assembly because they're putting it in upside down. The bottom line is this: if you get one of these delivered and it works, which you have a very, very good chance of it doing. Now, I've talked to hundreds and hundreds of people who bought this washer, and I've only spoken to about 3 or 4 that actually had one that was dead on arrival. And I didn't believe it until I actually delivered one myself. But that's what the issue is. Other than that, if you're looking for a great old school washer that fills up all the way with water and does a good job the first time, this is the washer you should be looking at. The Maytag commercial, model number MVWP575G. Don't mistake it with any other Maytag washer because the rest of them are kind of garbage. Just full disclosure, guys, I'm not even a Maytag dealer, and I think this is one of the best washers ever. If you own this washer, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about it. If you're thinking about buying this washer and have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. I try and answer as many as I can. Thanks for watching.